Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for ScubaRadio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling your radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that ScubaRadio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for ScubaRadio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, CJ and Bubble Boy in the studio with me. How you doing, boys?
Doing great, man.
All right.
We're here.
And
we're, I can't believe, I made it on time, so I'm
you're
happy
here,
about
you want beer, and
Yeah.
get used to it.
Sure.
Right. Okay.
I'll take a beer.
Yeah, will you? We have no beer here. Sorry. Only hard liquor. That'll work, won't
So
it?
proud of you.
Yes, it will.
Yes, good. Well, we got a lot to cover today. I mean, it's a very special day today because you know what today is, right?
Yes, I think
Do
I
you?
do.
Are you sure? That's right. May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Get it? Yeah.
Don't do that. Just get the line out. And
All
people
right.
will figure it out.
I got it. I got it out there. But the 4th,
Let's try that again.
you want to do it again?
Do it again,
really?
but don't do the get it.
Oh, okay.
Just
Take
here we
two.
go. Take two.
We'll fix this in post.
Right.
All right. Remember, today is May 4th. May the 4th be with you. Oh, wait. I did it again, didn't I? Okay. Okay. Well, Barry got out his lightsaber.
Yeah.
He pulled it out of his buttocks.
Greg, you're such a nerd.
What? What is that? You put that away, Barry. We're on the radio. You can't.
I think we know what that is,
in
Greg.
public.
And I think we know what he does with it.
Oh,
Good boys and girls
boy.
Let's just
broadcast with
leave
their
it-
hands above the covers.
Let's leave it
All
at that.
right. All right. Well, you know,
It's for cauterizing the wound.
it's interesting how we've started off Scuba Radio today because it's totally different than the new podcast that I started, Level Up, with our buddy Willie Klein and the Dive God. I'll talk about that a little bit later on, but you know, Scuba Radio is a little looser than
This
that,
show has about
presentation.
60% more tomfoolery.
Is that what it is?
At
Tomfoolery? Is that the technical term? I think you might be right.
Which is 50% more than is legally required.
But here's the thing: you will get stuff and hear things on Scuba Radio you won't hear anywhere else,
Or
on the
won't
planet.
want to hear anywhere else.
Oh no! They're little
Tinnitus.
tidbits. There's little nuggets of knowledge that you can pick up on Scuba Radio that you won't get anywhere else. Like for instance, May the 4th be with you. It's a Star Wars thing, celebration, right? I bet a lot of people listening right now have no idea that there is a huge connection between Star Wars, the movie franchise, and scuba diving. Now, Barry the Bugger's with us as well as Vinny Two Tanks. Barry, do you know what that connection is? I'll throw it to you first. What do you think? Between Star Wars and scuba diving. Come on, put on that thinking
I know,
cap.
but I'm not going to say
Greg,
Take
you
off
didn't
that-
give them time to ask Google.
Nope. There's no time to do
I think
Google.
I know what
No
it is.
cheating. No
No
cheating.
Googling.
CJ, do you know?
There is a scene where in the first, second, third, fourth movie, which goes
Wrong!
backwards.
Just stop
No.
right there
Oh,
because
it's
you're
in
not
the-
even
the
close.
water scene.
Where-
No, he's
where
right.
they're
But
in the water and they're breathing with little.
yeah. That is
little-
that is a
little,
connection,
scuba
but
thing.
that's not what
Yeah.
we're talking about.
Yeah, let's go. This is
Good
a
guess.
huge
Give him-
connection.
Greg, give him a little credit though. That's a good guess.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was kind of sucky. So.
They were swimming underwater. Okay, so you
Vinny
know,
Two Tanks probably knows.
Barry,
what-
I thought it was
it's
a good
much
guess.
more
Yeah,
prominent
well,
in the Star
only-
Wars world. What
The only
connection?
thing I can think of is it's they train astronauts in pools underwater to
yeah,
simulate.
they do that, but that has nothing to do with Star Wars. So
okay. That's the only thing I had.
so just give up, throw your hands
Yeah.
up in the air,
I
and just
lost.
say,
Okay.
Vinny
Okay,
actually.
so what did you find on Google, Greg?
No, I didn't find nothing on Google. But I'll
we
tell you,
knew this. We
I
all knew
have
this.
something that probably will enlighten everyone right now, and I can't believe you haven't thought of this already. But Darth Vader
Yeah.
was a diver. That regulator
they
sound
used the
effect.
regulator. Yeah.
Luke, I am your father.
Yeah, the breathing sound effect.
Or
Yeah.
he was
From
on
his-
a
from his helmet.
respirator,
Right.
Yeah.
on his deathbed.
It was a regulator, right?
It was
Yes.
a regulator. Yes.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I forgot about
exactly.
that. Yeah.
Okay. So now I've connected those dots for you. That's good.
What
right?
else is going to happen this weekend besides May the 4th be with you?
Well, no, I got
tomorrow?
more. Check this out.
He's setting something up.
Yes, Barry,
What is
follow
it?
me
Don't
here.
derail
Stay with
us.
me. Stay with me, Barry,
I'm
because
staying with you.
because not only
Be
did
like
I
water. Go with the flow.
I enlightened you to the connection between scuba diving and Star Wars
All right.
on May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. But now
Right.
I think enough time has passed. I can release a very special audio tape that we have here at Scuba. I've had it for years of some recording sessions.
I've seen it on the shelf.
Yes,
It was a
and
reel-to-reel.
I've been concerned about releasing to the public because this is very behind the scenes.
Do you know what it said on
kind
that
of
reel?
stuff. What?
On the spine of the reel, the name of the reel. It
Yeah,
said
what did it say?
R2D2.
No way.
Yeah.
Well, this audio tape is of Darth Vader, or James Earl Jones, is the voice of Darth Vader, doing the audio sessions for Star Wars. And
Right, because he had to
using the
do because
regulator.
there was a different actor.
Yeah.
So James Earl Jones did the voiceover. for
Right.
it.
But the reason I got this audio tape
Darth
was because of that connection with the regulator. And some diving friends of mine who were working on the movies in the day gave me this tape. And I think enough time has passed that hopefully, Lucas and all them won't come down on me.
So this is from like 77 then.
Yes,
Or
this is an
earlier.
old tape.
Before they released the movie.
Old tape. And so I'm still a little
Just
hesitant.
play it. Just play it.
I've told you the backstory. I don't know if I should.
You've
though.
teased us enough.
I could pull a Vinny Two Tanks and pull it back to say I have this story. I don't know if I should share it like he did on the Galapagos boat. And then
Shoot the
share it.
wad.
Can't remember.
Yeah.
Shoot the wad.
Okay. We're all right. You think we're okay?
Shoot
all right,
the
all
wad.
right. Listen, I'm gonna play you the tape. There's the world premiere of a special audio of Darth Vader back in the day for Star Wars.
Scene 117 and action.
You don't know the power of the dark side. Oh my god.
Whoa!
I'm so sorry. Did the mic pick that up?
Are you kidding me? We may use that for the sound effect when the Death Star explodes. Spoiler alert!
That's embarrassing. Oh, good lord, who's in charge of catering? I can't eat Mexican anymore. I've got a bowl of guacamole in my underpants.
You better get that costume off and check your underwear. Make sure the wardrobe lady gets a fat tip today.
Burn this costume.
Wow. Oh, jeez. I forgot there was a little last kick there at the end of that audio tape.
Yikes.
You won't get that kind of stuff.
No
anywhere
wonder they
else
didn't
on the
want
planet.
that getting out.
Yeah. I mean, that would have brought down the whole franchise.
That's embarrassing.
But at this point, I don't, probably no one cares anymore. So hopefully we're okay.
Is there any more? Or do you...
Actually, you know what? I might have another one. I don't know if I should
Thanks.
play it, though.
Well,
After
maybe
that.
save
you
it for
should.
later.
You think?
Yeah. Much
Yeah,
later.
I think.
Give people a reason to keep listening.
Okay.
I'll
Or-
turn my Star Wars vibrator back on.
Whoa, hey.
I knew it.
He called it, not us. Oh, jeez.
In the butthole.
Oh, boy.
In the butthole.
You can see what he's doing with this on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. And boy, are we.
I bought this for my
Sorry.
son when he was a kid.
Yeah,
and he was
sure
going
you
to
did.
throw it
Yeah.
out. And I,
You bought that
and
for
I
your
said
son?
to-
Really, Barry?
when
You're
he was
sharing
a kid.
too much information there, my
And
friend.
he
Somebody
wanted
called
to throw
DCF.
it out, and I said, no, you can't even find these anymore.
Throw that out. That's got ribs on it.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing.
Give me that thing.
I thought I was going to get in trouble for playing that audio tape,
you
and
going?
Barry just totally eclipsed everything
Where you going,
we just
Dad?
played.
Never mind. Don't tell your mother.
Okay, bend over. All right, so, wow, that's an interesting start to the big show today, and it's only down from here, so stay tuned. More coming up.
This This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Bula! You'll hear that a lot when you visit Fiji. It's more than a greeting. It's the spirit of this friendly country. With 333 islands, white sand beaches, and year-round tropical warmth, it's hard not to feel happy at this exceptional dive destination known as the soft coral capital of the world. Fiji Airways has a modern fleet of aircraft to take you to Fiji in style and at great prices. Contact your travel agent now or go to FijiAirways.com and plan your Fijian dive adventure. That's FijiAirways.com.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Does diving in the Florida Keys for free sound too good to be true? It's not. Dive to make a difference and clean our seas in the second annual Trash Derby Dives, May 2nd through 5th. Sponsored by iCare and the National Marine Sanctuary Foundation. Win big prizes for bringing up the most trash. Free spots with dive operators from Key Largo to Key West are available now. Get details and sign up at iCareTrashDerby.com. Brought to you by the Monroe County Tourist Development Council.
Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive! Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Jackie and Peter are fun. They go to concerts. They are both getting their scuba licenses.
Don't like scuba people. I'm a dry land guy.
I know how you feel about fish people.
No, fish people are the worst, okay?
I think you should give it to me.
What?
You know, baby.
That was a party.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, CJ and Bubble Boy in the studio with me. We got Barry the Bugger, Vinny Two Tanks, Jerry the Diver Guy connected via the web. It is a very special day. May 4th. May the 4th be with you. And we just shared some exclusive tape of Darth Vader and the connection between Star Wars and scuba diving, which is that regulator he uses for the effect. And I pulled some strings. Oh, I had this audio. I've had this audio for years of Darth Vader. We played the first cut.
It's fine. If you get a cease and desist letter, just don't play it anymore.
Yeah. I mean, Disney has screwed up the whole Star Wars thing now. So I figure how worse can we make it by releasing this now?
No,
this is from original tapes.
Great.
And a little behind the scenes audio recording of Darth Vader and how he was using the scuba regulator to, develop that character in the audio sessions. And I have this raw tape. And the first one, I think you guys were pretty impressed with it.
Yeah.
Right?
He had horrible diarrhea, sounds like.
Yeah, well, things happen. So what do you think? You want to hear the next one?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay, scene 56. Rolling. Sound and action.
You have failed me for the last time. Cut. Stop. I'm sorry, Mr. Lucas.
Call me George.
Oh, okay, George.
What's the problem?
It's just this mouthpiece is
regulator. It's a regulator for scuba divers.
Okay, yeah, regulator. Anyway, it tastes like ass.
What do you mean it tastes like ass?
I mean, it is so rank. It tastes and smells like someone put this down their shorts and ran a half marathon in the summer.
Oh, man.
I mean, it tastes like someone held this regulator in their buttocks. Is this some kind of prank?
No. Can someone sanitize the regulator? Maybe a mint?
Get my agent on the phone. This stupid movie sucks. No one will watch it anyway.
Oh, I think he kind of jumped the gun on that. I don't think he was that was accurate. It turned
Sounds
into
like
a pretty big.
Sounds like he almost bailed on it.
Yeah, he had obviously digestive issues, and now evidently the regulator was a little had a funk associated with it, and I don't know. Are you feeling enlightened, Vinny Two Tanks, about this? So you didn't know about this. You're out in Hollywood. Did you know about these lost tapes that I have got in my hand?
Hadn't. No, I'm not really. I've never really been a Star Wars fan.
Well, after that,
more of a Star Trek guy.
Yeah, is that what it is? You're more of a Trekkie. Yeah.
Well, I got something I want to announce, though.
No, we don't have time for that. Yeah, we don't have time for this.
I ain't nobody got time for that.
No. Wait, go ahead. What do you want to?
Well, when I got back from our trip
to the Galapagos,
I caught a disease.
You caught a disease?
Yeah, it's called EVGWS.
And that means?
Explorer Venture Galapagos Withdrawal Syndrome.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, Vinny Two Tanks.
I thought he was going to say crabs.
No, that's the trip to Thailand.
Yeah.
Gonorrhea.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Yeah, well, let's not talk about that.
Yeah.
Let's talk about gonorrhea.
Oh, no.
He went to Korea.
Penicillin.
No.
Venereal disease and you.
No.
You got to admit, it was a great trip. And
it was an amazing trip.
I just wish we had a second week there.
Greg, you didn't pick up any diseases,
no.
did you? Okay.
Well, I may have the same one that Vinny does.
Not the boogie woogie.
The first
fever,
one, just so we're
rock and roll
clear.
flu.
Actually, we're going to try to connect with the Galapagos Humboldt Explorer today on the show if they can
great. That'd be
get their
great.
link set up. They're working on it right now, so we'll see.
Maybe they found Vinny's underoos.
No, he's probably wearing them right now.
Maybe they did.
Are you wearing them? Oh wait, no, that's right. You left them on the boat. That's right. He left his drawers on the vessel for the group that are out there this week. Maybe that's why we haven't been able to hear from them yet.
I'm sure they clean that before the next
hopefully better than that regulator, but I bet it sounded or it smelled as similar to the Darth Vader's reg as far as it smelling like. Well, he said ass, didn't he?
He did.
Oh boy,
he said buttocks.
I got one more cut from this audio session with Darth Vader using the regulator. Let's see what it does.
Scene 206, action.
You have controlled your fear. Now, release your anger. Only your heart can destroy me.
Cut.
What now? What is it?
You said heart. You said only your heart can destroy me. The line is, only your hatred can destroy me.
Do you really mean that? Don't you think you really want to say heart? Isn't that the fun of it? We were beyond that, past that, onto a big dish of peas.
James, I'm so sorry. It's just...
That's just idiotic, if you'll forgive me by saying so. Just stupid, impossible, meaningless.
James, it was my fault. I said heart. If you can just say hatred...
You didn't say it. He said it. Your friend. Hatred? No, you don't really mean hatred. But that's bad copy. There's too much directing around here.
Okay, let's take 5 and we'll reconvene.
Tatooine. Fish fingers. We know a certain fjord in Tatooine where the cod gather in great shoals. There, Luck Skywalker. No amount of money is worth this. You people are such pests. Is Don on the phone? Is the offer to voice at crap-ass cable news network still on the table?
Wow. Little precursor to what happened with James Earl Jones.
This is CNN.
Yeah. So now you know the rest of the story. And
Thank you.
Now we've made that connection so the world knows how Star Wars and scuba diving actually go together.
Scuba news you can use. Dives and information.
Is it scuba news that you can use, but little tidbits of nonsense?
Frivolity.
Yeah, conversation starters maybe. But they, you get that anywhere else on the planet? Nope, don't think so.
Hell no.
Nah, only here on Scuba Radio. 27 years of putting out this nonsense is just what we do.
I like the fart one.
And you, and you're welcome, or we apologize. Take your pick. It could be a little bit of both.
Play the fart one again, maybe a little later.
You think I should?
Yeah.
If
someone tunes in the second
out
hour,
of the three clips, you like that one when he had the digestive issues the most, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
When he had a bowl of guacamole in his underpants.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. All right. Okay.
Tsunami of a
Well, we
time.
got to talk about more serious things. We got a new podcast we put out this week. We'll talk about that and much, much more on the world's first radio show devoted to diving. May the 4th be with you.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer. And Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Peregrine is a simple, full-color, multi-gas dive computer. It's also the most economical Shearwater dive computer released to date. Check it out and the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater. Dive computers for demanding divers.
Because this means up. I want to go up.
So you can't.
So that technically would mean like a no, I don't want to marry you, I want to go up. So
you can't, you got to make a quick decision.
Hope you see the best in me. Dive in under next to me. Hold our breath and we can go down. Go down.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. May the 4th be with you. I think we've covered that base pretty good so far. So we got to get over to some more information that you can really use as a diver that might be a little bit more useful.
The meat in the sandwich.
Yeah, we'll get to that. And I bring on my good friend Mark Young from the Scuba Show to do just that. Mark, how you doing, buddy? What's going on?
Good afternoon. Doing good. How are you?
I am good. So the Scuba Show is moved to Los Angeles Convention Center this year, and it's going to be bigger and better than ever. I mean, we're going to share some news a little bit later on some of the prizes that we have to give away. But are you as excited as I am for this event, June 1st and 2nd there, Mark? What do you think? I bet.
I'm thinking about going to it.
There you go. See? That would be a good plan. That would be a good plan. I hear they're going to have mermaids, so there's a reason. Yeah,
there's a reason, sure.
Yeah, but Mark Young will be there, and that'd be worth the price of admission just to be able to hang with Mr. Young and his crew, his family, and everybody. But we're going to pull out all the stops. We got a magician on site, a scuba magician. We got our mermaids, and we're going to be pulling out all the stops. And like I said, I'll talk a little bit more about the prizes. But what do you got up your sleeves for this year's big event in L.A.? There, Mark.
All the exhibitors, almost everybody from last year, plus a bunch of brand new exhibitors this year.
Well, you think it's because of the venue, change in venues to downtown LA? I mean, this whole area, by the way, where the show is going to be held this year, is all been totally like redone. It's like brand spanking new. Is that right, or what?
The area is called LA Live, and it's LA's major entertainment district. It's got the Crypto Center for the where the Lakers play.
Right.
It's where they hold the Emmy Awards and the Grammy Awards. The big 7,000 seat theater. It's got 13 restaurants, bars.
Wow.
Really, it's a spectacular. There's not even a piece of paper on the ground. It's they really made that nice, and of course the convention center's right there.
Yes.
So it's a good setting. We have a good hotel for the show that's right across the street. Don't even have to walk.
There you go.
Beautiful 34-story Marriott property.
Yeah,
3
and
rooftop bars.
it's actually connected to the convention center. Is that right? The hotel, or
No,
is it?
it's literally across the street. It's about 400 feet away.
Okay, excellent.
So the whole venue turned out very nicely. We have 20,000 more square feet in the hall that we had in Long Beach.
Okay, so bigger. There you go. There's the bigger factor. Yeah,
we're gonna have our pool there again. All the photo stations, a lot of fun stuff. We're gonna have a bucking shark.
How about that?
You can ride.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, like one of those bull riding things. They're gonna have a shark with the same kind of contraption at the scuba show this year.
That's very, very close to what I say every time I go diving. Very close. I hope I see a bucking shark.
Yes, don't we all? Get on board the bucking shark.
Then we're going to have our disco shark hanging over the pool again.
Okay, yeah.
It's a 10-foot shark that's made of
it's like a disco mirror ball.
The disco balls. Yeah, disco mirror ball.
It's impressive.
Greg.
What?
You know what this means?
Well, we got to do our dance?
No. If you got to get under the disco shark and you got to play your song Disco Lust.
I could do that, and I could change it to Disco Shark.
Greg has a song, like the first song he ever learned on the guitar, called Disco Lust.
But for the event, maybe I'll change it to Disco Shark.
You have to play it for Mark when you see him.
Yeah, well, he'll never allow me back
I've never
if
heard
I do.
That song that I know.
Count your blessings, my friend.
It sticks in your head.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, there's bucking shark.
We have our usual 72 seminars.
Yep.
That'll run for the 2 days. Good seminars this year. A lot of brand new speakers.
Right. Yeah.
So it's in the kids. We have a lot of stuff for kids this year. Kids are free to come in.
Yeah. And then do you put them on the bucking shark if they get out of line? Is that how it works?
If
or
they
what?
want to get on the bucking shark, it's all theirs.
Yes.
Yep.
How is that going to work? I'm so intrigued by this idea because this sounds hilarious. And it just sounds like it's going to create hours of fun people watching as they get on this shark and get bucked off.
So is it similar to, I'm guessing, like a mechanical bull?
Yeah, absolutely.
Mechanical bull shark.
Yes,
it's the same thing.
Yeah,
and we're still wondering.
Mm-hmm.
We're still thinking of having competitions.
Right, as you should.
We're gonna have it at our Saturday night party. That'll be an event there. Where by the way, Greg is the MC.
Oh, God help you!
And does a great job with it, and we give away a lot of raffle prizes, and it's a nice event. And then the bucking shark will be there, and I'm just trying to figure out maybe we'll do a competition where the winner wins the trip to Fiji or something.
Oh yeah,
we're thinking about that.
All right, well that could be. Yeah, we got a trip for two and airfare and everything from Fiji Airways. That is going to be given away at the Saturday night party. I'm thinking, we could have a big competition like that for sure, Mark, but at the bare minimum, we got to get our Scuba Radio mermaids up there on the bucking shark and see which one can ride it the longest. We got Mermaid Kelly.
I don't get it because they have to go side saddle.
I know. That's going to make it even better. Kelly's with us right now, Mermaid Kelly, and she's like, oh, yeah, I'm in.
I'm in. I don't know about riding it with my tail, though.
Oh, yeah. You got to ride it with your tail. That's just going to make it more fun. You'll fly higher in the air and potentially, hurt yourself.
Greg, you need to rig this shark up with so much fake blood squirting everywhere.
Oh, there you go. That's it.
Oh, geez.
That'd be great.
Yeah. I mean, I think we got at least 3 mermaids, so we can sacrifice 1 or 2. I mean, why not? For the betterment of the show and our entertainment. But no, that's going to be so much fun. It's always a blast, but it really is going to be going up another level this year at the LA Convention Center. And if you're anywhere near the area, you need to be there because it will be the center of the diving universe, June 1st and 2nd.
Well, what's most interesting about the show is even before business is conducted there, it's like the atmosphere is a bunch of people with a shared passion. Everybody loves the, marine environments. It's another world.
Right.
Everybody's in love with that. So everybody's the same. Everything's in sync. And even the people that are the exhibitors, they got into the business because they love diving.
Right.
Now they've got products and services and destinations that turn you on. The whole thing's just I don't know. It's a good atmosphere in there.
No doubt, and it comes right from the top. You know, Mark Young and his gang there at the Scuba Show really know how to put on just an awesome event with kind of like where you learn stuff, but you also just have a great time. They really just make the whole vibe really, really great. And hats off to you. ScubaShow.com is the website to go get your tickets now for the event, the Scuba Show, June 1st and 2nd. Mark, we will see you in a few weeks there, my friend. Okay?
And Greg leads the whole thing off every morning.
Yes. Well, despite that, show up anyway and get there early because we are going to give away a ton of stuff at the Scuba Show this year for people that show up just before 10 o'clock. We'll give you more details a little later on today. More coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
Hi, this is Mermaid Cat.
What are you doing here?
You can check me out at mermaidcat.com.
Holy moly!
In the meantime, keep listening to Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
That's some language you got there.
Now here's a guy. If he was a merman,
But why would you even say that?
I might let him penetrate the mucous membrane of my mermaid tail.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Greg, the dive master.
Yes, mister.
Now get away from me, you sick bastard.
You are one sick bastard, you know that? But I like your style.
All right, thank you. This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I'll tell you what, the Scuba Show is my favorite event of the year. Well, outside of DEMA. I really enjoy the DEMA show too. But the Scuba Show is a little different because it's, everybody can go. DEMA shows trade only in the dive industry. And then the Scuba Show is open to anyone who has a, passing interest in the underwater world. And Mark and the crew there at the Scuba Show do such a great job. Last year, we had a blast and opened the show by cutting a mermaid in half. Thanks to Scott, the scuba magician. And instead of cutting a ribbon, we cut a mermaid in half. This time, maybe we'll put one on a bucking shark and see if they live through the experience. I think that'll be fun. That is pure entertainment, if you ask me. I mean,
grease it up before you do that.
Oh, heck yeah. Wait.
Grease it up good.
The shark or the mermaid?
The shark.
Oh, okay.
Grease it up good.
Yeah. I think that is
bacon fat.
That will be quite an event.
And then you need to be standing there with a slide whistle when they go shooting off.
Sure. That's just what you do. But it is going to be a cool thing for sure. And we do have a ton of stuff to give away. We're going to get a little bit more into it in hour two because I got a special guest who's going to join us and tell us about a special prize package that we're going to hook up people that if they show up a little bit early. The show opens Saturday and Sunday, June 1st and 2nd at 10 a.m. You want to get there early because that's when we do our thing. And we're going to be giving away a ton of stuff this year at the Scuba Show. It's going to be worth showing up.
Early bird gets the sea
That's
worms.
Right. Show up early if you want a shot at some really cool prizes. And like I said, I'll give you a little bit more specifics a little bit later on. Now, I want to get something out there in this hour.
Is it a tuna carcass?
No, it is. But, that's not a bad idea. And we could probably pick one up out there on the coast of California right before we head over to the show. Yum. We won't be far from the ocean, so why not? Right?
That could be like a booby prize.
I mean, all this kind of wacky stuff. It's just what we do on Scuba Radio. But
and a smelly fish head.
Sometimes I get asked to do stuff that's a little bit more substantive. Substantial.
Substantive.
Yeah, there. We'll go with that one. And
substandard.
So the dive industry and Willie Klein, he has a new magazine called the Scuba Diving Industry Magazine. And it's business to business. So it's people inside the dive industry as opposed to just, anyone off the street.
It's called Scuba Diving Industry Magazine?
Scuba Diving Industry Magazine.
But what's it about?
Yeah, right. It's about, business to business. Dive shops trying to make their dive shop better for you, the end consumer, and that kind of thing. Anyway, I was asked to host a new podcast that, features the writers in this magazine. And Willie Klein, our good buddy from over the years, asked me to do this. And so we did it this week. And so here's a little, little idea of what it sounds like. Maybe. There we go.
Time now to get the latest trends in dive retailing, travel, and training with Level Up, the podcast of Scuba Diving Industry Magazine. Now, here's your host, Scuba Radio's Greg the Dive Master.
Yeah, that would be me. And so I was the host.
Damn, that sounded good.
That really did. Whoever did the announcing on that must be a friggin' genius.
Underpaid, I'm sure.
Oh, no. I probably paid accordingly.
I don't think so.
Paid him a quarter.
Yeah, maybe. Actually, not that much. But regardless, we put it out there. It's on YouTube. We'll have a link to it at ScubaRadio.com, but you may have already seen it out there on the social media
Great, Jerry.
channels.
Good.
Yeah.
And
good for you.
Yeah, Jerry showing a picture of it up on YouTube, Facebook Live, and Twitch. Did you watch the podcast, the first one?
Yes.
And
yes.
Do you give it 2 fins up there, Jerry? What do you think?
Yes, I did.
You did? Okay.
It was awesome. It was good.
All right.
You did a good job.
Yeah. It's like...
you enjoyed the program.
It's like Scuba Radio for business-to-business people with less of the...
Serious.
Yeah, a little bit more substantive, like
so
I said.
they asked you to host it, right?
Yes.
So they haven't heard Scuba Radio.
Correct. Correct.
That was a leap of faith.
Yeah. And they seem to be happy with the results. And it did turn out pretty good, better than I expected it. It was probably all the guests we had. We had Neil Watson, the Dive God. We had, there was like 4 or 5 people that were there.
I think it was,
titans of the dive industry.
It was enough to qualify as a plethora.
Yeah. And that's the thing. If it's me and a bunch of quality talent and people, it's going to, be really good. It's not going to be like our show.
Thank you.
That's the difference.
Thank you.
I'm the common denominator between Scuba Radio and this other podcast, but the Scuba Radio Scuba Squad.
I always knew you were a fraction.
Yes. And you're only as good as the people you surround yourself with.
Well, I'm glad you surround us.
And I think you're one of the squad there,
You're
Jerry the Diver guy. So Vinny Two Tanks liked it. And
I thought you had a lot of very sophisticated guests that had a lot to say.
Like I said, totally different than Scuba Radio.
Yeah.
Actually interesting.
It's like the two extremes. When you put these two together, it's almost like exact opposites.
You ought to hire the producer for that show for Scuba Radio.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's like peanut butter and poop.
Ooh. We have the same budget, so maybe that's possible. Maybe that's possible. But anyway, check it out. Look for it. Scuba Diving Magazine. Especially if you're in the industry, you'll get it if you're in a dive shop. And then Level Up is the name of the podcast.
If you're not careful.
What?
If you're not careful.
What?
You just may be building an empire.
What? You think?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Are you saying
You got Scuba Radio. You
Yeah.
got this new Level Up. You got the other 2 shows I won't mention.
Yeah.
We don't want to give them any free, well,
World
I guess
of
I could
Boating?
because you own them. Yeah.
Yeah, World of Boating, Just Plain Radio. Yeah, we got
World of Bloating.
Right. Depending on the day. Correct.
And,
Yes.
that's an empire.
Wow.
Greg has a lot of responsibility.
You'll be able to retire at age 90.
Well,
he's getting famous. He's already reaching people in Sweden.
Yeah.
Sweden.
Yeah.
What do you mean Sweden?
Yeah, Sweden.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan of their cheese.
Fish fingers.
Or wait. Is it cheese or chocolate or both? Sweden?
No, IKEA.
No, you're thinking of Swedish fish.
Oh, that's right. That's what I mean.
Little waxy bastards.
Well, why Sweden though? Why you bring up Sweden, Jerry?
Well, one of our guys on Facebook Live from Sweden right now.
Oh, okay. Well, what's his name? Give him a little shout out then.
Fleming.
Excuse me?
Fleming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, Fleming. Well, thanks for listening.
That's one.
That's one. One down.
Now we need 2 more.
Just 2. That's all we need.
I
Don't
wonder
you guys have any family?
What percentage of the population of Sweden is 1?
I don't know, but God bless them. He's obviously a masochist.
He gets it, though. He gets our weirdness.
Really?
Yeah.
We had to go all the way to Sweden to find someone that gets this nonsense. Well,
Yep.
God bless him. And we do appreciate it. Yeah, but, we have fun. That's what when you can't dive, what's the best thing to do? Talk about it and have fun while you do it. And that's kind of what we do with this goofy little show. If you want something a little bit more heavy hitting, a little bit more substantive, maybe you check out Level Up, especially if you're in the dive industry or you're a dive instructor.
Well, that's
own a
Level
dive
Up.
shop.
You could call it
manufacturer, whatever.
ScubaRadio Level Down.
Okay. Then I'd have to change all kinds of
Drop the
things
bar.
and-
Nah, that would be too much.
yeah, that would be way too
Food
much work.
commercials.
I can't do that.
It was a joke.
That's not possible. All right. Well, that's going to do it for this hour. We got hour 2 on deck. We'll talk about some of the prizes we got up for grabs for the Scuba Show and even check in with our friends from Fiji. That's coming up in hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
On the boat or down below, if you want to stay in the know. If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio. Let's go! Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio.
This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters?
Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, what I just heard? Blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.
Oh, hello there. Don't be alarmed. We're just preparing your listening device for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving. We do this, of course, by filling the radio with water. Don't worry, we're professionals. Thanks to me, you won't even get wet. You see, I've crammed every appendage of my body into the cracks and crevices of your radio, ensuring an airtight seal. By the way, don't touch your on-off knob. That's a very sensitive area. Anyway, I should remind you, we believe in the buddy system just like diving, so don't listen alone. Call your buddy and tell them that Scuba Radio is about to begin.
We're gonna start a new life under the sea.
So, am I gonna drown?
Of course not. Just stay calm and let the gentle currents relax your every muscle.
Under the sea, under the sea.
Did it just get warmer?
There'll be no accusations, just friendly crustaceans under the sea.
Where the hell are the sharks?
And now, here's your dive guide for Scuba Radio, Greg the Dive Master.
And welcome to hour 2 of the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master. CJ and Bubble Boy are in the studio with me. Vinny Two Tanks, Jerry the Diver Guy, connected via the web. We're going to check in with our friends from Next Dive, nextdive.com, nexdive.com here in just a bit. But before we do, I got to circle back and cover some extra things that we covered at the Beneath the Sea show a few weeks ago. I mean, there was so much to do and so many people to talk to at that event. I wasn't able to get them on all that, on the show that week. It was our 27-year anniversary broadcast that we did. So we recorded, as we say in the biz, some wild track audio with some of our friends from Fiji. One of them was Mike from Benga Lagoon, at that resort in the islands. And of course, the conversation started in the traditional Fijian sense, and he greeted me with saying, Bula.
Bula, I'm doing great. I'm enjoying the show. I'm having a decent turnout and just looking forward to inviting some more people to Benga.
And that's how you do it. You start with Bula. They look at you a little odd unless they've been there, right?
Very true, very true.
But that's the hello.
That's a Fijian greeting.
So you're doing that, shaking hands, kissing babies, turning them on to all the cool videos and pictures. adventures and experiences in diving. I mean, Benga offers one of the most unique and world-famous shark dives in the world. Those are big tiger sharks you might experience on that dive, right?
Oh yes. We get a mix of sharks. We get nurse, reef, silvertip, blacktip, bull sharks, and 95% of the time we'll have anywhere from 3 to 6 tigers show up. Some of them as large as 15 foot.
When you say that's the big dive, I mean, that's one of the big highlights of the week. If you go spend a week in Benga, it's the big shark dive. It's a big to-do, and I mean, it lives up to the hype for sure. But there's tons of different types of dives around Benga there in Fiji, right?
Exactly. People do come for the shark dive, but we've been doing this for years. We have pinnacles, we have wall dives, we have some smaller wrecks. One of the only resorts in Fiji with some smaller wrecks. So during the week, we give you a mix of diving and just try to make sure everybody enjoys their time.
The one thing about the Fijian Islands in general, and that definitely applies to Benga, is the people. Now, you look more like me than the other folks that I see from the villages, which is fine. But is it the people of Fiji that really draws you to a place like this?
100%. I'm the U.S. rep. I travel around. I'm lucky enough to get to Benga, usually once, maybe twice a year. But it's our staff that brings the people back. The Fijian people are and have been voted the friendliest people in the world by Time Life magazine.
There's a new little tidbit I did not know.
I agree with that. That is like the truest statement I've ever heard. They are the nicest people ever. Love it.
Yes, Mermaid Kristen, she came over to Benga. It was her first time, and I've been there a couple times. It was really nice to bring someone new, and I kind of knew some of the nooks and crannies, walking over to the village from the dive resort. I don't know, it's such a unique resort there at Benga. It's almost locked in time. I had a time gap of like 12 years. And I felt like I was just walking back in time when I visited it last year, 23.
Yeah, Benga's, wasn't there 20 years ago. I've been with the company 15 years, but Benga is a traditional Fijian island. No roads, no cars for the time you spend there. The Fijian people, again, are great. Touring the village, doing the waterfall hike, the fire show, just cultural activities and immersing yourself in the Fijian way of life is just an amazing thing that we try to share with all of our guests.
Yeah, and it's perfect. There's nothing to change. The resort itself kind of has that, tiki room kind of, thatched hut look. The main dining hall area, it's open air kind of thing, really nice.
Traditional Fijian dining room, and we just try to keep it so it blends into the nature around us.
Yeah, now we brought a couple mermaids with us last year to Benga, and rumor has it that you guys might be doing some kind of big mermaid thing on the resort this year. That's what I'm hearing. Rumblings? What do you think?
There's definitely some rumblings about it. We will let you check in with our agent that handles that part. But it's something that has definitely been talked about.
Well, I think it might entail, what do they call when they cook the pig in the ground, the lavu, or what is it?
Oh, the lovo?
Lovo. Yeah. I'm thinking it's a mermaid lovo.
I don't want to go there.
Kristen wants to go. I explained to her there might be a catch.
Yeah, no, I don't think we...
What do you think?
Hey, I mean, if I'm going to Fiji, I'm okay. If you need mermaids in Fiji, I'll be there, man.
Okay, so we have to plan the Lovo at the end of the week. You hear what I'm saying, Mike?
That's kind of how we plan it, yeah.
I love it. Benga Lagoon Resort.com. That's Benga, B-E-Q-A. They say a Benga, even though it sounds like Becca to us U.S. folks, right?
Yep, very true. Very true. You said it perfectly.
Well, it's good to see you, Mike.
Definitely good to see you guys.
All right, there you go. A little bonus coverage from Beneath the Sea and our friends in Fiji. Well, you got to go back. What the heck? CJ, what are you doing over there, man?
I figured, when we have something to say, and so we don't talk over each other.
Right.
Instead of raising my finger to get you to acknowledge me and then, I speak, we might as well just use our noisemakers.
Your underwater noisemaker? Yeah, you're wearing your BC.
Yeah. Sometimes I just like to wear it.
Okay, you got to be first off, you got to understand that it's up to your dive guide or instructor to inform you when it's appropriate and not appropriate to use your underwater noisemaker as a scuba diver. And in this instance,
I've never heard that on
you've overstepped your bounds, my friend.
On any briefing I've ever
No. If we had that rule, people would be shaking their noisemakers constantly, annoy the crap out of everyone, scare all the critters away. In this case, we don't have any critters, I guess.
Okay, what about this one?
That's a little better. That's a little bit more appropriate.
Or, if you prefer.
No. Don't prefer that one. Yeah, see? Okay, that's enough. Stop it. Stop it, I say! Okay. Yeah, you know,
shaking your light.
Actually, that's a thing. What, shaking your light? What are you doing? I wouldn't make that gesture in the video camera there.
We can't hear
Diver
that,
guy.
Jerry.
It's my light that he sent me. That it's got the rattle.
He is who?
I can't remember what his name is.
Golly, one night stand, Jerry. There you go.
No, I think it was some company you were representing that used to advertise.
What?
Wasn't it, Jerry?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Well, was that the? You had a dive light that has a shaker built into it. Is that what it is, Jerry?
Yeah.
Tick-tight light. Oh, okay. It's not making any racket though. We don't hear it. You're not shaking it hard enough.
That's his shake weight.
Put it up by your head and shake it back and forth, like what are they? What was that exercise thing called?
He just said it. Shake weight.
Shake weight. Yeah. Yeah, Jerry obviously needs.
No. Do you have a ShamWow?
Needs some working out to do.
Barry, show him how to do it.
Anyway, it's not making any racket, Jerry. We don't hear a thing.
Well, it was.
But I don't want to hear it anyway. You know, there's appropriate times to use underwater shaker, and a lot of times dive guides on dive boats do not appreciate it if the divers start using underwater noisemakers. You know, like, oh my gosh, it's a nurse shark. Shake, 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 shake. You know, because, you know, it may be fairly common. And then next thing you know, all you're doing is you're hearing a bunch of underwater racket. And so you should always listen to your dive guide.
I wouldn't. But
told you that you wouldn't what?
If they told me not to use it, I wouldn't.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. Going into a new dive site on a new dive boat, you should refrain from using them unless you know it's okay by the dive guide. Because you get on their nerves very easily. I mean,
I almost never use
as much as I appreciate having Cock Johnson in the studio. He does make way too much racket sometimes, and annoys the crap out of everyone.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's usually Jerry, Barry, or Vinny, but every once in a while, old Cock Johnson will pull out a noisemaker, go a little bit too far. So there you go. Words to live by. You're welcome. More coming up.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Power, simplicity, reliability. It's what you demand of your dive computer, and Shearwater delivers. Shearwater evolved out of one tech diver's need for a reliable, easy-to-use rebreather dive computer and quickly became the tech market leader. Now recreational divers have taken notice. The Shearwater Taric is the best, most intuitive, and reliable wristwatch-sized dive computer on the market. Check it out in the entire line at shearwater.com. Shearwater, dive computers for demanding divers.
How, when, and where it's made has never been more important than now. Just ask all those divers and dive shops that struggled to get products and parts during the pandemic. One relatively new gear manufacturer, however, managed quite well. Nex is one of the few, if not only, dive gear manufacturers to bring regulator and design assembly back to the USA. No shortages during the pandemic for their customers and dealers. And get this, Nex was a Tester's Choice winner in Scuba Lab for 2022 and a Best Buy in 2023. Each Nex regulator system is made to order, cutting down on overhead and allowing you to get exactly what you need for the kind of diving you prefer. This will be the last regulator you'll ever need, since the modular design can easily be modified as your diving skills and preferences evolve over time. Are you ready to make your next dive your best dive? Then go to nextdive.com. That's nexdive.com. Nex Underwater Products. nextdive.com.
Scuba action star Mike Scott is back in a new audiobook, Cayman Cowboys, Reefs Under Pressure. From author Eric Douglas comes the one that started it all. Listen as Mike deals with submarines, kidnapping, betrayal, and more.
He didn't even have fins or a mask to let him see in the water. He was going to be slow and blind. If it weren't for the float, he knew there would be no way he would ever make it to the surface.
Download Cayman Cowboys or Oil and Water, Return to Cayman, Turks and Chaos, and Lionfish at Amazon, booksbyeric.com, and audible.com.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
I used to watch you at the Improv when I was starting out. Things you made me laugh so hard because I had just started learning to scuba dive. You did that bit about scuba diving and how the whole point of the sport is not to dive.
There's a fish, there's a rock, who cares? Don't dive.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, CJ and Bubble Boy in the studio with me. Vinny Two Tanks, Jerry the Diver Guy, connected via the web. And now we have a special guest, Jared from Next Dive. Nextdive.com, nexdive.com is the website to go to and check out their regs and BCs and things. We put them to the test big time in the Galapagos. Jared, how you doing, buddy? What's going on?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you. And how are you doing?
I'm good. I got all my gear all laying out, all organized again, ready for my next dive after the Galapagos. I took it down there, gave it a workout for sure, but I'm ready to get back in the water for sure and do some more diving, possibly as early as this coming week. We'll see. But, hey, I wanted to bring you on today because we have a major announcement to share with the world with your company. Your fine company has been nice enough to donate something for the Scuba Show. We were talking about this earlier where we're going to be there to open up the crowd or open up the show each morning. 10 a.m. Saturday morning, the show starts June 1st and 2nd. And we'll be there giving away prizes, mermaids, bucking them off, bucking shark. It's going to be a circus for sure. But one of the cool things about showing up early is you might end up winning something before you even walk into the show. And that's where Jared comes into play here because he's been nice enough to give us something. What are we going to give away at the Scuba Show this year, Jared? What do you got planned?
Well, I figure you go big or go home. And so I was thinking about doing a Monterey Blue, PVD Blue regulator, environment sealed with a turret on it.
Nice.
With a 2.5 second stage and a 2.0 octo with a one of our new backplate and wings and a mask.
You got to love that. A full set of gear from Next Dive is what he's talking about. Probably what about $2,500, $3,000 value in that ballpark. Same stuff. Yes. I was diving in the Galapagos. I mean, even Jerry the Diver Guy perked up and he was like, "Hey, I want in on that." Sorry, Jerry, you're out of luck. You get none of it. You can't.
Gee, I love you too.
No, I'm just saying you can't have it. Saying, don't laugh, Vinny. You're out too. Sorry. We got to make it legit, right, Jared?
Nobody laugh.
Yeah, nobody.
Stop laughing.
Well, I'll see Jared at the Scuba Show. I'll talk to him.
Well, that's right. They'll be there at the show. You guys have a booth and the whole thing, or you'll be wandering the show yourself too, right, Jared? That's the plan?
Yeah, we have a booth, and I'll be wandering around talking to people as well. But, yeah, we'll be there the whole weekend.
Well, now you know to avoid Jerry and Vinny at the bare minimum. but yeah, it is high-quality gear. And what I love about this Next Dive stuff is that, it's modular. So you get your reg. Maybe you want to get something, bit more like an entry-level regulator, like you're a beginner diver or something. But then if you want to kick it up a notch, add more ports and things like that, you just call the guys at Next Dive there at the office in California, and you guys can either send them the parts or you send it back and you'll put it together for them. Is that how it works, Jared, or what?
That's correct, yes.
Yeah, and that just means it grows with you, with your skill level as a diver, and you got to love that. Now, that giveaway you mentioned, though, that's pretty much going to cover all the bases, isn't it?
I think so, yes.
Yeah.
That's a good amount of gear for a beginner or an experienced diver.
Yeah, and it looks cool, too. I love what you call it, Monterey Blue? That's what the color is? Or what is it?
It is a blue color, yeah. It's PVD, physical vapor deposition. We add blue to it to make it
unique.
Pop.
Yeah, it definitely pops. And I'll tell you what, in the Galapagos, I got a few comments from people on the boat like, "Hey, why is your first stage regulator that blue color? That looks really awesome." I'm like, "Yeah, I may not dive good, but I'll look good." And actually, they thought I'd dive okay too.
Yeah, but you need a pink one, Greg.
Well, I don't know. Blue is the only color you do. That and regular typical chrome, is that it? Or you got other colors in the works or what, Jared? What can you tell us in that regard?
So we do have some other colors in the works. We actually we have another regulator that's called the Maya, and we are offering it in we're just getting it, and we're offering it in green for like a stage bottle. And I've mentioned it before, but we've pulled the plug just recently on pink second stages. I haven't done the pink first stage yet, but we are pulling the plug for the pink second stages.
Yeah, don't do pink.
Yeah, no, Greg wants pink.
Don't do
Yeah,
pink.
whatever. Okay, well, we're going to go with what
I know
Vinny said.
Greg likes it, but
That was inappropriate, Vinny, inappropriate. Yeah, that's not how you're going to be able to suck up and get your
Jerry
own
was
dick
asking
stuck.
about it.
Why? Well, that's
I was
true.
agreeing with Jared. Don't do pink. Yeah.
Well, okay, well, but the green sounds cool, and who
Green
knows?
sounds cool. Yeah.
I mean, stupid little things like this. You think there's nothing to it, but I'm telling you, when you use, you mix up the colors a little bit, it is a great conversation starter on the dive boat. And then when they learned a little bit more, like, hey, these regs do this, they grow with you, they're modular.
That's what I like about them.
It's just smart. It's smart marketing, and and divers like variety, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's what you guys are doing. Quality and making a fashion statement always is a good combo. And that's kind of what they're doing there at Next Dive. So check them out, nextdive.com, nexdive.com. Look for Jared and the gang there at the Scuba Show June 1st and 2nd. And just thank them for the fact that somebody in the crowd Saturday morning, and maybe even Sunday too, is going to get a pretty cool setup of Next Dive gear. That's a nice prize there, Jared, and we thank you for helping out with that. And I love sharing the joy of diving, and that's one way to do it, is give them free stuff like that, right?
I think so, and it gets people interacted and interested, and I like that.
Yes, and what do you think, Jerry? You gonna get hooked up with one of these things?
Oh yeah, I'll get hooked up.
Yeah.
Because the blue looks good. And
Yeah, or you want blue, or you said you wanted pink, but they're not doing pink anymore.
No, I want you to have the pink.
Yeah, okay. So maybe you do green, because I got blue.
Green.
You can't have the same color as me.
How about brown?
No, it's just chrome. Well, black, bright black, green, and blue. Is that what the second stage is? You got more colors on second, right, Jared?
For the bodies and the purge covers, we have for the 2.0s we have black, yellow, and white. But then that's when I was mentioning we're going to start getting into the pink for those. And the first stage is right now blue, green, chrome, and we are going to be doing a black.
Yes.
We're going to be doing all black.
All right. Well, I like all those. I mean, especially the first stage. I think that just makes a pretty cool statement. Nextdive.com. Check them out. We got more coming up. Stay close.
Scuba Radio. Scuba Radio.
Come as a guest, leave as a friend. It's a philosophy that comes from the top down at Explorer Ventures liveaboards. It doesn't matter if you're traveling solo, with a buddy, or group. Explorer Ventures does the liveaboard dive experience right. For proof, know Explorer Ventures has one of the best repeat customer stats in the dive industry. They're also the official liveaboard company of Scuba Radio. You've likely heard us talk about Explorer Ventures Scuba Radio scuba cruise trips many times, and we invite you to join us on the next one. However, whether we're on board with you or not, I'll bet an Explorer Ventures liveaboard trip will be one of the best dive experiences you've ever had. It just doesn't get any better. Saba St. Kitts, Turks and Caicos, the Galapagos, Maldives, Indonesia, humpback whales, and the Silver Banks, new destinations and itineraries are being added all the time. Call one of their talented travel consultants to find the Explorer Ventures liveaboard experience that's just right for you. 1-800-322-3577. That's 1-800-322-3577. Or visit explorerventures.com. That's explorerventures.com.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Scuba Radio.
Dive, dive, dive.
I can't believe them dumbass white people out in the middle of the ocean scuba diving. Shoot. You ain't gonna get me scuba diving. I'm gonna tell you that damn much right now. I'm too damn fat. I'd mess around and feed all them sharks if I went scuba diving.
If I was a great white, I wouldn't bite you, but I'd swim right next to you. If I was a great white, I wouldn't bite you, but I'd swim right next to you, cause it's my ocean too. So please keep it clean, cause I can be wicked mean, and I got sharp teeth. And if I realize that you don't care about the sea, well, that means you don't care about me. Oh well, that's fine. I'll just rip you in bloody half this time. Yeah, if I was a great white shark. Rah.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. That's Andy Casagrande. A lot of his shark specials have been on Discovery Channel, and we're lucky enough to have him as a friend. Yeah, I mean, he said hi to me once, so that counts, right? So we're going to take it for what it's worth. I'm sure he's working on some stuff for this year's Shark Week already. Probably got a couple specials in the can. But look, we've talked a lot last week about my trip to the Galapagos. I think I said second loser is enough to you guys, right, CJ?
Yeah.
Bubble Boy?
Yeah,
Did I cover that base?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you do. I mean, Vinny Two Tanks.
I'm not a loser.
He is not. He may suck it, but he's not a loser. I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, I went on the trip with you, so
yes,
that gives me some credibility.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It was the best dive vacation Vinny Two Tanks said he ever had, or liveaboard, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
I have my own personal valet.
What? Brittany the Aqua Gypsy, or
No,
which?
no.
Who? Jorge. Jorge the Ecuadorian.
I think Leon was his name?
Leon.
Leo.
He had several.
Yeah,
he dressed you. He put on
bathed him.
Well, I don't know if he bathed him. Did he ever? He never gave you a sponge bath up there in the jacuzzi or nothing,
no,
right?
But he gave me water. He
did.
Put the cup up to my mouth.
He did.
Drink water.
Yes.
Drink,
I just
boy.
stood there.
That actually turned into like a christening before every dive.
Did he rub you down with like exotic oils?
I just stood there and they put my wetsuit on me. It was great.
And I heard him shout out once, "More oil, more oil."
Yeah.
Did he put a hanky over your nose so you could blow it?
Did he wipe your butt?
No, wait a minute. No, you guys, they didn't do that.
And then
did he powder your bottom?
What I liked about the
Did
trip,
he tuck
though,
you
is
in
you got
and
to
put you to bed?
combine.
Yeah.
What I liked about the trip is you got to combine rock climbing with scuba diving. And I've
That
never
is
done
true.
before.
The currents were insane, and we were.
I started getting into it after a while.
It was unique. It made the diving a workout.
That's what he said too.
I'll tell you, after doing that trip, usually when I do one of the Explorer Ventures liveaboards, it's not that much different than going on a cruise ship when it comes to coming back with like a 5-pound souvenir, if you know what I mean. I mean, they say on a cruise liner, you'll come back with like an extra pound per day, because the food is so good.
Oh, no, we were burning it off.
Exactly. We were working because just putting on all that gear, the 5mm wetsuit, my heated rash guard. I mean, even with, Jorge's help, or in your case, who was your assistant again, Vinny?
Leon, I think.
Leon.
Yeah. Or Leo. I can't remember now.
Oh, what kind of friend are you? But,
it was this.
Wait a minute.
But regardless.
Oh, I can tell you.
Oh, wait, no, he has pictures, or
I
wrote it down?
I wrote everything down.
You wrote it down in your dive log, you did?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. His name was Leo.
Okay, Leo was your clothing assistant.
He was my valet, personal valet.
Leo.
And it was phenomenal.
What is Jerry doing? Is he having a stroke? What?
Snap to it, Leo.
No, it wasn't like that at all. It was like, Leo, 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 Leo.
Yeah, he
we did one of those.
took care of me.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, stop and think about it. You got, you know, guy dresses you. What more could a man ask for?
A woman
Sit there and
to dress.
well, that would be nicer
Well,
too.
undress you, but that wasn't going to happen.
I just couldn't believe the service we got on that trip.
It was impressive.
Of course, we did help. It did help that there was only 9 of us versus the standard 16 passengers.
Well, that's right. Yeah, you know, for whatever reason, it was only about half full, and that played to our advantage for sure because we had like 9 passengers and 13 crew.
Oh yeah.
So they had nothing better to do than to, you know, be there at, you know, at Vinny's every whim.
Well, I was late for a couple dives, and then once that, I think the dive guide said, "Hey, take care of this, guys," and then it was beautiful after that. I was always ready to go.
And they misunderstood when they said take care of this guy. They meant kick him overboard.
Oh, that's what they meant. Oh,
yeah, but
good thing they well.
It got lost in translation, and they ended up going, "Oh, you know, Vinny, he's a pretty nice guy."
Well, I still bumped I took myself out by hitting my head at the bottom of the pond.
He bumped his head and went to bed.
Dream customer.
Well,
you come back anytime, sir.
I told the crew that Vinny was a plant from the head office.
Did you really?
Yeah, to keep him in line. Like, hey, you're going to have your hands full this week.
The undercover boss.
Well, it worked because they treated me like a king.
Yes. No, I kidded with them about that, and they said, we've actually had worse. Really?
Oh, I've been on trips where they completely. Oh, I've seen worse where they dress you, and then when you get to the ladder, you get to the ponga, they undress you in the water.
What?
I've seen dive.
Wait, what kind of liveaboard is this?
Well, you know, a lot of the liveaboards have people that are a little bit older and they're not in shape. So when they come back from a dive, they're pretty exhausted. So they actually request to have them help them get the gear off.
Oh, get the gear off, not strip them down naked like they were doing for you.
Get the gear off to get on the boat. They totally undress them in the water.
Mm-hmm.
They just get to the boat and then they take off their.
I think you need to get Leo on the phone, Greg.
Well, actually, we were going to try to connect with the Humboldt Explorer live on the show today because they got really great Starlink stuff, but
they blocked our number.
It could be. They heard us. They heard Vinny was on. Like
Leo has
statute of limitations hasn't expired yet. No, they did.
After Vinny, Leo has tendered his resignation.
I was the most entertaining. Come on.
You were. You provided plenty of entertainment for everybody on board, including
not everybody falls and hits their head.
And we got to know our fellow. We had 4 fellow Europeans, and we got to chat those people all.
Yeah.
I started talking to them and got them talking.
You did.
Remember?
Everybody, hey, what's not to love about Vinny Two Tanks? He is one of a kind.
I think they took a shine to us because I went on.
I did get one comment about
took a shine to you and you got a shiner.
About your diving attire. The fact you were wearing those red skin tight
Somebody
spans.
commented about that?
Well, they just said 2 words. They recommended that you
cold
implore
water.
Nothing like the word. Nothing like the word small or little was mentioned.
No. But they did suggest you cover up using a cod piece
small
or
little,
something.
but tiny,
untoward.
Oh, well, there you go.
So you got your instructions for next time. What?
I'm never gonna wear those. I'm never gonna. From now on, I'm getting something else. I can't live this down anymore.
Well, no, you left them on the boat anyway. So you don't have those.
Those were fine. Just maybe some that fit.
No, they fit a little too well.
It's just that they were skin tight.
Well, you need to put a little, like what are the old
maybe
warriors?
go into the adult sizes.
Well, no,
Greg
you needed like a cod piece thing. Or something.
Cucumber.
I should have listened to you. You said put a sock in there, and I probably should have.
Probably stop shopping in the petite and Mrs.
No, that isn't what he was doing. Okay, so they were Spanx, but whatever, I mean,
I wasn't naked.
He wasn't naked.
Might as well have been.
Yeah, I know. All the hassle I got from it.
No hassle.
Just wait.
These are just observations.
I poured bleach in my eyes.
We're trying to make him a better diver. That's how you do it. You talk these things out. More coming up. Stay close.
This is the Worldwide Scuba Radio Network.
Scuba Radio.
Prepare to rig for dive!
Your surface interval is complete. You're now clear to dive with ScubaRadio.
ScubaRadio.
The world's first radio show devoted to diving.
ScubaRadio.
Dive, dive, dive.
I don't know why it is that all of us are so committed to the sea. I think it's because we all came from the sea. And it is an interesting biological fact that all of us have in our veins the exact same percentage of salt in our blood that exists in the ocean. And when we go back to the sea, we are going back from whence we came.
This is the world's first radio show devoted to diving. I am Greg the Dive Master, CJ and Bubba Boy in the studio with me. Vinny Two Tanks and Jerry the Diver Guy connected via the web, rounding out the crew, the ScubaRadio Scuba Squad. So much stuff going on.
So much.
Because, it ironically, I wasn't able to get my video from the Galapagos edited this week.
I called it.
You did, but it was because I had to do that Level Up podcast. That kind of came out of nowhere and kind of derailed my plan. So next week, we'll have some video from the Galapagos of me diving with great hammerhead sharks, sea lions. I saw some videos that the Aqua Gypsy got of the sea lions in Ecuador with Vinny Two Tanks commentary. Won't be sharing those anytime soon. Yeah.
So you're David Attenborough. He's not.
Well, a unique version of David Attenborough. Sure. I mean, you got to turn your mic on if you're going to say something, Vinny. He's mumbling. I see his lips move.
Witness the sea lions.
There was one video that I thought was pretty good when the sea lion was crossing the crosswalk. Did you see that one?
Oh yes, that's right.
That was funny. Yeah.
That was good. Maybe that one is
that's probably the best one.
Is that even, can we release that and have the audio track released too? Is that one that was one of the few that was
very straightforward. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was pretty funny.
Yeah. We were in Ecuador in Santa Rosa. Is that where it was? Santa Rosa or Santa Cruz?
You didn't go on that trip. We took that field trip.
Oh, that's on the island of Isabella, and Brittany and Vinny saw a sea lion walking around, and it literally crossed at the crosswalk on the street, and they took a video of it. And
that's
Brittany,
better than most people.
Yeah. And Brittany goes, she's talking about, like, look at this. The sea lion knows to cross at the proper time and through the proper things. And
on
then,
the crosswalk.
Yeah. And then
the crosswalk.
And then Vinny chimes in and goes, no, it doesn't. That's just a coincidence.
No, I just said, no, it doesn't. But the way I exclamated, pointed it really good. So it's really funny.
Hey, the sea lions are probably really smart there. I don't know. Maybe they know. But Vinny Two Tanks called it out. He said, I don't think so. I think it was purely coincidental that
No, I just said,
sea lion crossed the street. And
you'll have to see the video.
Yes. Yeah, but I think I described it pretty
well. But it was
from
funny.
what I saw. Yes. And then there's a bunch of other videos, especially that Brittany took that.
We got penguins.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of penguins on that trip.
But there's a lot of videos that Brittany, she said, the videos turned out great, but I got to turn the audio off because Vinny he did his commentary.
I always forget when you have a GoPro, it's
that people can hear you.
Too. Yeah, I forget that. I'm not going to forget it anymore.
Well, okay. I mean, that's okay.
That's the last time I do that.
Why? No, yeah, feel free to do it. It just
but some of them were off color, and I think it might be offensive to some people.
Well, okay. How you make a video of a sea lion inappropriate. Well, as Vinny Two Tanks.
There you go.
I'll leave it at that. He's one of a kind. God bless him. That's why we love him.
Nothing we could share on the show.
No,
but I'm curious.
God, no.
No, I'm not stupid. I learned now, so now I'll be much more cautious.
Oh, no one ever said you were stupid. Don't
stupid.
say that.
Got it.
Well, I was stupid about not remembering that GoPros also record.
So stupid.
The audio. I can pick up every word you say.
Every word. It's amazing how good they are.
It's amazing we're still on the air.
Yeah, that too.
So. But no, Vinny's one of a kind. He speaks his mind. He's unfiltered. And sometimes that's good. Sometimes that's get him in trouble.
He's unhinged, unglued.
Yeah,
Is that what?
the Europeans didn't like it.
What do you mean they didn't like it? Why? Who
One of the
didn't like it?
Europeans commented about it.
Who?
I don't want to mention their names, but
What, on the boat or somebody on the tour?
One of them was talking to Brittany and said, "Yeah, Vince. I got to every time I do a GoPro video, Vince says something I didn't want to hear on the." I go, oh, Christ!
That bucking
so
seal.
I zapped the Europeans too.
Okay.
But I didn't realize I was doing that. But now I know.
I don't know which Europeans you're talking about. The ones on the boat?
Remember there was 2 people from France and 2 people from UK.
Yeah.
And one of the
which
guys
ones
said,
"Oh, okay."
I don't want to target anybody, but one of them said,
"Fine, they don't
like
listen."
The fact that when they were recording, I made a comment that they didn't want to hear on their recording.
So David Attenborough, he isn't. It's not for the European market.
Yeah, I slipped up a couple times.
Okay, well that's fine.
But
we call it, as we say in the business, he provides his color.
That's
color commentary.
And they didn't like my color commentaries.
Yeah.
But now I'm cured of that because
He's cured.
Yeah.
It's a miracle, I tell you.
So we just need to readjust, refocus. Like on the air, on Scuba Radio, be entertaining.
Provide that color commentary.
And don't worry about it. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
because here we want you to say interesting things.
Exactly.
I thought I was saying funny stuff, but I guess some people, can't take a joke.
Oh, well, I don't know.
Were you wearing the red shorts when you
said there it is.
Maybe
there
it was
it
just
is.
too much all at once.
I just made comments that weren't family oriented at times.
Really? I don't recall.
I
that.
didn't think they were very offensive.
No, I don't think there was any issue there.
Yeah, there was.
No,
because the guy was disappointed. He goes, "Now I've got to edit all my film because I made comments when they were filming and stuff." And they go, "No, I got to edit that."
No, I heard they thought it was quite entertaining, Benny. So
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. So
I thought they were upset.
Don't read too much into. No, you didn't upset anybody.
Okay,
you're fine.
Well,
but whatever you do, don't ever make eggs for Vinny Two Tanks.
What's eggs got to do with the price of tea in China? What's that about?
I mean, you are a little picky about your breakfast eggs.
Oh yeah, you heard about that.
Well, huevos. Yeah, he likes over easy.
I like over
not over easy,
over medium,
runny yolks.
Yeah, what do you call them again? What do you call them? Over what? What is your
over easy?
Over easy, and you want your yolks to be runny and gooey, so you can play in them.
Yeah, with the toast. But the chef didn't get, after 3 times of me asking him, I finally gave up and just took what he gave me. I can say I want him runny.
He likes his eggs runny. That's all.
You know, you go on Explore Adventures, they always tell us what you want.
And they got you squared. But I'm just saying.
I gave it up on it.
Well, that's fine. I'm just saying, the whole, runny eggs thing. I mean, that's just everybody has their thing.
It's a minor complaint in the scheme of things.
Well, I don't think it's a complaint. It's just a preference. You like runny eggs. That's how people get E. coli, but that's fine. You're welcome to do whatever you want to do.
I wrote down in the comment, they asked you to make comments. I said, well, the chef needs to learn how to make
runny eggs. Yeah, okay.
Putting on regs and bitching about eggs, Vinny.
Well, it's a minor thing in the scheme of life, but when you go on trips like this, they keep telling you, "Tell us what you want, we'll do it."
And they got you squared.
Like my eggs cooked properly.
I didn't do it that way.
No, it was.
I was just saying, I want to,
Did you pound your fist on the table and
rattle all the I just told him. I talked to him 3 times about it, and after I realized he wasn't getting it, I gave up on it.
Did you break a vase?
No, he didn't break any vase. He didn't break anything. He kept his.
Just the social norms.
I'm very charming. I just wanted to get my eggs running.
I guess he showed you. He got your runny shorts.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Too.
What is he talking about?
He's making a comment about the red things again.
Red shorts. Red shorts.
Yeah, Jerry, the diver guy is really he's focused.
Infatuated.
Yes. He's made a call.
He's shifted his focus
out to the Humboldt Explorer. Hey,
to Vinny.
Vinny's reds.
I'll take them shorts if you find
Banks. They'd fit me.
I'll raise them up a flagpole.
Oh, these them britches down to your ankles, and I don't know. Okay, I don't know what's happening. We better just wrap things up for this week. Till next time, remember, it's always better. Wear gang. Come on.
Down where it's wetter.
Safe diving, everyone.
If you be pressurized there, you'll want to be there on Scuba Radio.
Scuba Radio is a production of Overboard Entertainment Incorporated.
Scuba Radio. This seems the logical place for fish to congregate.
Remember, you can listen live or to archives of past editions of Scuba Radio worldwide over the internet at ScubaRadio.com.
So we're in international waters?
Indeed so.
Tell a friend and buddy up with your radio every week for Scuba Radio, the world's first radio show devoted to diving.
Well, it's all very nice here, but we should be going. I miss me wife and me oxygen.
Yes, we all miss our loved ones and gases. Let's go.
The opinions you just heard on Scuba Radio are those of the hosts, callers, and guests.
Okay, so now what I just heard, blah, 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 blah.
They are not necessarily those of any station or network, its management, or advertisers.
Come on, quit yanking me.
Scuba diving does involve risk and should never be conducted without proper instruction and training.
Oh, what's the worst thing that could happen?
I could die.
Have any questions or comments? Feel free to do so via the web at ScubaRadio.com.